out here. I'm gonna mess with my little radar detector. Okay, so the last video I made, this my third video. Now the reason these are short because I only have so much space on my camera right now. About 8 gigs. So I just decided to delete one 2 gig movie. And I mean, there's about a gig free before. Now now I got 2.5 free. Alright, so in the last video, the first video I explained this. I unpackaged this device, this CC308 Plus, and it was going off near my head, and when I touched it, that happens to be where the signals are. I'm being massaged or whatever, and they're doing stuff to my brain. So now they've been controlling it remotely. In the first video you saw that it wasn't really going off like it had a personality. Now the military's basically talking through it and amping the signal up and down. And that's what you see in the second video. I decided to bring it outside, out here with me. Out here, there's no technology out here. You know, it's just like nothing's out here, right? Blah, 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 blah. Nothing really out here. Just my fucking yard. Family's yard. So I'm gonna see if they'll talk to me through it, like the military wants to do. Well, now it's like fully on. See, that was them talking to me like a little creature through it. No, they got like a little duckling or something. Cute little duck. Alright, so I'm gonna just hold it like so they can energize this at their will, on and off, by focusing the signals at the device with directed energy of the right frequencies that they know it's sensitive to. That's all these devices really do, is respond to the signals that are either emanated in the environment within a meter or so, or focused into the device from very long range. For them to be sitting there turning the device up and down like that. Alright, let's see that. There's nothing there but the device. And it's not like going off and on right now. So they're giving us some peace and quiet. But not my body. My body's still being hit. And my brain's being infected. I can listen to them. The military's doing this. It's coming from way up there, satellites, and there's nothing ground level that I'm aware of here in the city. You know, there are some things over the horizon, over the mountains, called ground building penetrating radar that use the sky kind of like a big mirror. The ionosphere bounces signals off of it. So they can direct a frequency from, like, if they got one of these platforms in the ocean, or they got like Alaska, the HARP array, or they got more than one, they got dozens of these. They could bounce this signal up in the sky and it'll come down into wherever they're aiming it. And then the signals will also return that way through the sky. And then the satellites are up there too. There's a lot of them. And you decide only the military decides what combination satellite and radar on the ground they want to use for their design. It's the limits they're engineering. They've got satellites pointed at Earth right now for surveillance and for transmitting signals down on the ground to multiple areas separately from one another. So that's electronic warfare. And they could say, knock a plane off from the sky, hit a human with signals, and jam a computer. Alright. They don't want to talk to me through it anymore. Or are they going to start talking to me now? Ooh, they just clipped it. I'm serious. That was them. It was like, and what I'm feeling as a human is the emotion of a loving creature that did that lovingly. Because they do remote nerve stimulation, get into your emotions, whatever, broadcast with like a feminine touch. And so this is designed to do stuff to humans like that. And then they wanted me to detect it here with the little clip. It's too bad. The only way you detect anything with this is if they want you to. And, you know, because then they just stop broadcasting, okay? While you're doing the test, and it won't show nothing. See, they just agreed with that. That was them agreeing. It was like... So they agree with me. Maybe we could do a test here. It's going to be up to them if they want to talk to me through this. This is their little speaker. See? That was them. It's like a little baby signal. Like a baby. You know how a baby is, you know, how they're so cute and everything. They love you, and if they're communicating to you through like... Alright, so here's what I'm going to see. Let's do a test. They're listening to me as I talk. That's why they're responding. They see me. I'm holographically being imaged. My brain's being scanned. They got all my vital signs, what I'm thinking, my memories, all that. Plus they hear me speaking because they got sound holography. So they're recording the airwaves and the molecule movements of the air. So if they construct 3D holographic air, like atmospheric changes, so that's the sound waves as they travel, the phonons. All right, so that's like how they do a microphone from space with laser grade, better than laser grade precision. It's not even the same technology that they have with like speakers and microphones. It's way more advanced. Well, speakers produce a sound from like one single point. Microphones record from one single point. Or you have more than one microphone, you get a grid set up and you record from more than one point. So you got stereo, surround sound all of a sudden, you know. They're recording from literally like thousands of millions of points at once, because they're actually scanning the whole space, the atmosphere and the wave around you, the molecules. And okay, so let's do a trick. Let's see if they'll, when I count to 5, let's see, and this is like a command I'm issuing to a dog, and now they're pretending that they're getting ready. They're going to try to hold themselves together like a dog would wait for his treat. You put it on his nose, and then you're like, oh, good boy, afterwards, right? And you count to 5. Okay, let's see if this works. I'm going to count to 5, and they're going to beep this. They can choose to do this or not, so if they do it, giving them some time to get ready. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh man. Oh man, they didn't do it. That's a bad dog. Now I gotta beat my dog, but my dog is remotely located from me. I can't beat it. I'd love to tear it apart and say, bad dog. Alright, well anyway. Now it just acknowledged something. Now it's I'm serious. I'm serious. That is, they're doing that. Fortunately, they didn't want to do no magic trick with me. See, that was them. That is them. Anyway, let's... What are they doing with my switch over there? So as you move around, of course, they're holographically imaging you in real time. So they see where they adjust their coordinates to where you move to. All right, maybe they need more time. Let's count to 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think they want to do it like that. I wonder, I don't know about the orientation of this thing, but let me just hold it here. I mean, there should be nothing just setting it off unless something is beaming into it, you know, unless something is beaming into this thing to turn it on and off. Okay, so it's telling me it needs a diaper change. Sitting there acting like a little baby. Well, just like FM radio can transmit sound into an FM receiver, humans are susceptible to the same thing. They transmit sound and even images. Remember, they could bypass your eyes. They already transmit images into your brain through your eyes, right? With like a screen. Well, they've learned to go directly into the brain, bypassing the need for like a screen or a television. By going direct into the nerves. That's all they're doing. And it's fully patented. It's really talking to me because I know the sound that they like to make. I know the sounds that they like to make. The personality and the sounds that they're using with this thing. I'm looking at the bird up there. The bird. God, I wish I could. Because what they also do is talk to a person. If they listen to the sound in your environment, they can screw with the sound waves. I don't know if these are called torsion fields or whatever, but they can alter sound frequency either in the person or out externally. So as they also go into the person's brain, and that you never know which method they're using, so they can change the freaking sound of the birds. The military has that. Only the military has that. So they might make a bird talk to you. Anyway, that's just some of the capabilities of physics. And what the government can do when they really want to design something like that. Now my camera is only going to record the stuff that's visual and audio. So auditory and visual. So it's going to have to be visible light, or it's going to have to be something that's through the sound frequency that's actually recordable by my mic and saved in the format that my camera does, MPEG-4, AAC, and the right frequencies and all that. But if it's a different type of energy, if they're going direct into my brain, then they're not going to detect anything. They wanted to, because there's nothing, I don't have the right type of device to record that besides something like this thing here, but it's not even designed to go into code something that's a signal designed to be picked up by the brain. So they don't have anything like that in the market. They just have general RF scanners of certain frequencies and everything. If they're heating your body or they're chilling it, that will probably show up in your like a infrared camera or full spectrum camera, like some type of heat detecting device. And this is all tied to like paranormal stuff, where the government simulates paranormal stuff on people. Set up holograms, whatever. Now holograms can be invisible or visible, and they're designed to usually to target humans, either their visual, auditory, or nervous system in various ways. Because humans are the target. Humans are the only people on planet Earth that they want to fuck with. Sometimes they'll go for like the cameras or microphone systems because they want it to be recorded. Oh, like a ghost or a actual person. They try to make it high quality, like a person, or some, you know, they might want to make it look like someone walked by when they didn't. Military's got a lot of technology like that. There's a document on my website that confirms the holograms, sound projectors, which, you know, like acoustic projectors and electromagnetic projectors of various sorts are in use and approved. So the document is non-lethal weapons, terms and references. It's on my website. U.S. Air Force Academy wrote that. National Security Studies. 1997. It's old. That's the old stuff. All right. That was them really activating this on and off. That is them. They have to choose to do it if they're going to do it. And that's what I've been telling targets. That, hey, just because you don't get a reading doesn't mean you're not being targeted. Or it could be the person doing the scans is a scammer, is another thing. And what else? Just because you did get a reading doesn't confirm you're necessarily a target in a lot of cases, unfortunately. Because the government's technology is too complex. Too damn complex. Anyway, I would say it does confirm if the person's history, story, knowledge on all that, and hey, they're getting something like this, yeah, probably a target. That's them. See, they just agreed. Alright, this is gonna go down. Bye-bye. ObamasWeapon.com.